it's weird how, uh, and I'm just going back to 2000, right? But like how historically, I mean, the Heisman Trophy winner has been someone. I mean, most Heisman Trophy winners haven't really, done that much in the NFL. Like, like so for every Marcus Allen, for every O.J. Simpson, or somebody like that, there are, you know, two or three or five guys who, in the NFL were just ordinary, if at best, players. But just going back to 2000 here, you got Chris Winkie, who didn't do anything in the NFL. Eric Crouch, who didn't do anything in the NFL. Carson Palmer, who was a very good quarterback. Jason White didn't do anything in the NFL. Matt Leinart, sadly, didn't do anything in the NFL. Reggie Bush, uh, pretty good player, better than I think most, like the average, like casual fan, the more casual fan uh, realizes. Troy Smith didn't do anything in the NFL. Tim Tebow, other than that one like crazy Broncos run in 2011, didn't do anything in the NFL. Sam Bradford was okay, but he had too many injuries and just couldn't stick around. So he basically flamed out due to injuries. Mark Ingram had a good career. Uh, Cam Newton had a good career and won an MVP in 2015, but that was really the only year where he put it all together. But yeah, Cam Newton had a good career, really good career, you could say. Carson, I would take. That's a good question. Who had the better career, Carson Palmer or Cam Newton? Carson would finish second in the MVP. I think that was that 2015. I think um, the year that they made whatever year that was, they made the NFC Championship game. Um, and Cam in 2015, the MVP, and then went 15-0, but then lost the Super Bowl. But I almost prefer Carson. I feel like Carson had like Cam had the higher peak, but Carson had the more full career. Then you had RG3, who was the offensive rookie of the year, but then tore his ACL and was never the same. Johnny Manziel, sadly, didn't do anything in the league. Jameis Winston, I don't think anybody doubts that Jameis can play, but he hasn't been a starting quarterback since, when did Brady? His last year as a starting quarterback was 2019. That was a long time ago, you know? So that's that. Uh, Marcus Mariota, I think he had one year where he threw 26 touchdowns. And 2 years ago, they tried to make him the starter, and any of these quarterbacks like who were picked highly, they'll get a second chance to start. And Mariota got his second chance in Atlanta, but that didn't work out. And then so now, so that's 2000 through 2014, right? Then in 2015, it's like it changed, right? So Derrick Henry, future Hall of Famer. Lamar Jackson, two-time MVP, future Hall of Fame. Baker Mayfield started out strong, fell off, um, has revitalized his career after I saw somebody on Twitter talk about that. I think he had like 2 days notice. He comes in and starts uh, for the Rams and leads the game-winning drive, and that turned his career uh, back around. And now he's the franchise quarterback with the Buccaneers. So I mean Baker Mayfield's having a darn good career. Uh, Kyler Murray, somebody who, I mean, when he I mean, they haven't done anything since he's been there in Arizona. But if you just turn your TV on randomly one Sunday, and the Cardinals are playing on Fox or something like that, you're like, damn, this Kyler Murray kid is cold, and he is cold. They just might be too small for you to win games with him as a starting quarterback. But obviously he's better than damn near any of those other quarterbacks who won the Heisman between 2000 and 2014 in the NFL. Then you got Joe Burrow, who obviously has been outstanding, and he's on a Super Bowl pace. Devontae Smith, uh, not an All Pro, but certainly a Pro Bowl receiver and a Super Bowl champion. Bryce Young. So it's looking like Bryce Young was like a throwback, one of these guys who did great things in college and then in the NFL he just didn't have it, right? Too small, didn't have a strong enough arm. But he actually, he's kind of righted the ship a little bit. And so maybe he won't be the first quarterback since Marcus Mariota to flop in the NFL. Then you have Caleb, right? Who I was just talking about. The jury is still out on him, on Bryce. Jaden Daniels, who obviously had such a great rookie year and led the Commanders to the NFC Championship game. We'll see if he can, keep that momentum going. But obviously he had a great rookie year. And you have Travis Hunter, who, we'll see what he does. Obviously an amazing talent, right? But we'll see. We have to see what happens. But yeah, I just thought that is fascinating because once upon a time, it was like the Heisman Trophy was. More often than not, it wasn't actually a good sign of what you were going to do in the NFL, and then that changed about 10 years ago, basically, and it's kind of. You pretty much had, 6 straight guys without a miss, and then Bryce Young, and we'll have to see. Caleb will have to see. Jaden Daniels off to a great start, and Travis Hunter will have to see. But I think it was interesting. I think the reason is because, as David Galvis used to say, he told me once, he pointed out that, I think Galvis said that like they used to take the quarterbacks, right? And they would try to fit the quarterback. There's some quarterback who ran like the option in college or something like that. And then they would take him in the NFL and try to, fit him inside this NFL pro style offense, which didn't make any sense. And then now what they do is they do the opposite. They take they tailor the offense that they're running in the NFL to the style of play that the quarterbacks played in college. So I think that's one of the reasons why you see that, and obviously it makes more sense. And I think Urban Meyer, when Urban Meyer was at Florida, I think Urban Meyer was a trailblazer, bro, because he was running that spread offense at Florida, and the Patriots started running it, and that was when the Patriots went 16-0. That was the they had adopted that style of play, that type of offense, and then everything that you've seen since then, as far as the NFL copying from the college game, it kind of started there. But I think that's why you see more quarterbacks, especially, and basically the quarterback. The Heisman these days is a quarterback award. Out of the last going back to 2016, out of the last 9 Heisman winners, 7 of them have been quarterbacks. If you go back further than that to 2010, that means out of the last 15, only one. So Henry, Smith, and Hunter. That's 12 out of the last team. Players who won the Heisman. Damn it. So out of the last 25 Heisman winners, the only non-quarterback for Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, Devontae Smith, and Travis Hunter. That's 20 out of the last 25. So, yeah, I think they figured out that you don't take, like if they were, today, if somebody like it's different, you know, like somebody like Eric Crouch or Johnny Football, if they were drafted today, they might have better luck because it'll be understood. Well, you have to run a type of offense that this kid feels comfortable in, instead of taking him in and try to stick a square peg in a round hole.